The main reason for you to have a thought leadership platform at all is to make sure that people talk about you when you're not in the room. You want people sharing your content. You want people to be able to talk about you when you're not there, when you're asleep, when you're on vacation, years after you've stopped having a thought leadership, you still want people sharing your content. And to get there, to help understand this, I want to share a little story. We may have talked about it on the podcast before, and that's okay. I was hosting a mastermind group, and this was actually the last of all of them. So this was way back in March of 2020. March of 2020, it was the week that they gave a lockdown. It was the last mastermind that I ever hosted in person. And during that mastermind, we got a whole bunch of towels. So imagine me, my assistant, and some other people helping. We're putting all these towels out. We're at the Gaylord Hotel. It was a nice hotel. It's still there. And we don't want to get any water all over the floor. So we have a whole bunch of towels. And then I've got a 5-gallon bucket of water, a whole bunch of 5-gallon buckets, just those orange buckets, those Homer buckets that you might see at Home Depot or something like that. So we have a whole bunch of these, and I give people a pint of water. I give everybody a pint of water inside this giant bucket. And I ask them, hey, get in teams of 2, pairs of 2. And what I'd like for you to do is just pour that water from the bucket into the water bottle, the pint of water bottle. And so we watch everybody, and of course, everybody is spilling. I don't even know how this one guy did it, but they did it with almost no spilling at all. So they got close to the entire pint from the 5-gallon Homer bucket back into the water with a very small mouth. But everybody else, it was a disaster. It was a good thing we had those towels because water was everywhere. And I asked, I had everybody, for a show of hands, does anybody know what we could have done to solve this problem? Is there something we could have done to make it easier for you to put that water, just that 1 pint of water from the 5-gallon bucket, into the 1 pint of water, the empty water bottle? And someone says, yeah, I'd like to use a funnel. And that's where we're starting. So as soon as that person said that they could use a funnel, we had 20 funnels hiding behind the podium. We grabbed the 20 funnels. We said, anybody who wants to try again can try again. Pour your water back in. We'll get you a pint of water, and we'll see if you can get that pint of water into the water bottle from the 5-gallon bucket. And now, of course, everybody gets every drop. There's almost no water being spilled. The moral of this story is that you need a funnel. A funnel helps a lot. Can you imagine if we had a pint of water bottle, just an empty water bottle, and it just sat there in the rain? Let's even say that we leave it in the rain for 4 hours. 4 hours of rain. Is that water bottle going to get full? Probably not. Because the top lip of that water bottle, the mouth of the water bottle, is too narrow. It's too small. And if the top of your funnel is that small, it's going to be very hard for you to get people to you. You want people to talk about you when you're not in the room. And the way to do this is to get that mouth as wide as possible. So imagine now if you put a funnel on top of the water bottle and leave that out there in the rain for 4 hours, you're going to catch a lot more water. You're going to have a full water bottle. You will have more water or more clients than you know what to do with, more than you need and more than you know what to do with. So this story about the funnel is what I want you to be thinking of when you think of the top of the funnel. I want you to be thinking of, how do I get that mouth as wide as possible? How do I get in front of the right person? And how do I make sure that I can move them toward their next step?